We were meant to learn in life and grow. People weren't meant to catch diseases that would hurt them. When the world forgot what love was, it destroyed the minds of the youth that came after that. Somewhere around, I would say the 60s, what was that, the season of the year, the decade of love? People were learning how to love, and they systematically put things in play to destroy that love. They started turning people against each other. See, they tried to blame it on drugs. And drugs had been around. Drugs had always been around. What it really was that people started seeing that there were people who came into this world who did not care about the love for other people. Would you call them criminals? Or would you call it the people that were oppressing people's livelihood? The essence of the criminal came up as the Robin Hood theory. Rob from the rich to give to the poor. Because if you steal from the people, you in turn should be stolen from. I think about Robin Hood very well. I've seen movies. Some things I've read, but I've never read everything. And I think about when people didn't realize a king is supposed to serve his people and help them, not destroy them. See, you were afforded the riches because you were put in leadership for that. But what happens when the leader takes too much and says y'all get nothing? You have people with mile-long pools. But there's people in your state who can't eat. There's people in your state who don't have fresh water. You could have took a lot of that money and fixed up what the people needed. So this is the thing. Everybody's doing this. I want my chance. I want this. I want that. My mentality has never been about that. Yes, I believe in capitalism, but I don't believe in capitalizing over people to get what I want. I think if you earned it, if you were chosen to get it, and I'm starting to realize only God can do that. Because man does not know when enough is enough. That's the sad part. It wasn't meant for you to live like a pauper with less. It was meant for you to get what you're supposed to get. Your value on your spirit was supposed to give you your legend. And a lot of people tried to steal other people's legend. Somebody's looking for a time and a place for somebody to come up. Oh, it's their time. It's their time. But you're picking and choosing instead of letting it naturally happen. And that's against God. So many people are jealous. Oh, man. Why I don't have it right now? Why I don't have this? Why I don't have that? It's not time for you to have it. It took me 40 years. Not because I didn't deserve it younger, but because people kept stealing from me. God said enough is enough. You locked this man away from the world and he did a service. This is what happens to people that don't understand when to give it up. Like I told you, you will submit to God and you already lost. It is over for y'all out there who think that y'all can keep doing what these people are doing and there are no repercussions or nothing's going to hit you. All I wanted in my life was a family, a career, and a woman who loved me. And y'all literally said, fuck that, we're going to turn the world against this man. Y'all trying to push a narrative on me that does not exist. Because you will never stop my love. But ain't no way I'm not going to love myself. or ever think you over me. That's what makes me a servant of God. Because nothing around me matters. What you eat don't make me shit. What you think that you own, you don't. You put everybody else in a position. And God said, look what happened. Are they the right ones? And you said, we're going to big them up. We're going to give them this. We're going to give them that. When you should have just naturally let them accept their fate the way it is. Some people earned the accolades because people felt them. But the facade ended when they didn't have love for the same people that supported them. This is your lesson. It took one person on earth to do this. And it's sad to say, the heart of me wished that it was more people. Not saying that people aren't changing their consciousness. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about for somebody to be real and literally be like, yo, and on top of that, man, y'all have no love for the people around you. There was no way in hell I was going to let these women win not being loved. What they lost was a good person to them. So they keep the love, but they don't get me. That's how hard it is for them. You can say what you want, but that is the worst thing I could do to them. You don't want to accept me, Brian? I will never accept your bullshit. That ego turns into feeling. They can say, deny, it don't matter because I'm not looking for them. I left them a long time ago with love. I had to. Because no one knew how to love. They chose other people and spited the man who said, you treated me wrong, I had to walk away. Don't get me wrong. I've hurt women's feelings. But why? Why did I have to hurt their feelings? Why did I have to not accept them a certain way? Why was I judged on that? Why did people see me as a horrible person? Because they were looking inside themselves and saying, I'm not better than them. I could even go back and apologize to somebody that I did wrong to, and they wouldn't accept it unless they God-given right. Or they would accept it unless they God-given right. There's people right now I don't like personally, but I can respect what they did in their life. I'm not going to take away they fucking, whatever it is they call themselves. But it's the time now for the right person to take the job that nobody else can do. Because I don't want it. I earned it. I just wanted to work for God. And that's what God says, this is what you have to do. So my faith is not going to falter. I accept the job because this is what God wants for me. I thought working for God would be something else. But no, it's this. So I took the stand and said, ain't no way I'm going to fucking fold because I ain't never folded a day in my life. You mean to tell me nobody on earth is like me? I have to accept that. Because that's what being human is. Uniqueness. This light that y'all talk about that shine that irritates their demons. It's real because they wanted to irritate them. If you just accepted a person for who they were, your life would be so much simpler. If you accepted the love of someone walking away. If you accepted, I did him dirty, he walked away, I'm good. If you accepted, man, that was my partner, my brother, I was wrong for that. No wonder he left me alone. Instead of trying to take everything and side with people because you say, oh man, look what his family do. How can I give him that respect? So you respected every asshole around me and took their word, but wouldn't look at me for a second and wonder why I say, have a good life. When you turn your back on me, what my father taught me is to turn your back on the person. The problem was he diminished that in himself because the one person on earth who showed him he was loyal, he hated on. And that was his only son that's alive. I was the only one who was loyal, who would tell him the truth. I didn't try to sneak up to him for his dollars or none of that. Everything I got, I earned. Even then, my sisters don't deserve shit. I should say none of their children, but I would be the one to give to their children before them. Because I'm the one who told him, give everybody their fair share. Knowing you were dirty, knowing you had no love for me, no respect. I walked away from y'all a long time ago to find love. And God did not let me down. He just showed me these are not the loves you need in your life. Religion failed people if they didn't understand. This was time to big up somebody who earned a job that they showed they could do. The world failed. You all failed. And the people that's coming up now accepting the reality that this has to be done right are the people that are going to last. You can't fake it. You can't say this. You may not agree with everything, but to agree with the result is all that's needed. I may not like him, but he earned it. That is reality. Clear cut. No way it can be different. Straight to the point. And that's 12.